White, I'm the vicar of Broughton Church, Kingsbrook and Broughton Church, forgive me, and welcome to our live stream. We've had a theme for this year of telling a better story, because many of the things that the world is telling us about how to get peace and happiness, I'm not sure they actually bring any fruit. And actually what as a church we're trying to do, we're trying to say that Jesus is a much better story to tell because of all the things he can do for us. And this morning we've been starting to look at communion today, and that simple meal of bread and wine. But we've gone through the service this morning. I've got three lovely ladies here. Can you tell us anything that you've remembered from this morning that you'd like to share on the stream? Miranda?
Communion is coming together in unity and in love.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, and we did a little bit about a meal as well. Sarah, can you remember anything about that particular meal?
Yes, I thought Anne shared so beautifully from Psalm 23 and reminded us that Jesus calls us to the meal. He's the one welcoming us. Yeah. And when I came into church this morning, there was a lovely sense of welcome that ran all the way through the service. And so in a way, it was a bit of a crescendo. It was the high spot when we came to the table to receive as well. Yeah.
Pat, do you want to share anything? No, not quite yet. You've got to think about this, haven't you?
Yeah. And also the children that did the cross, reminding them of Jesus sacrificing himself for us on the cross of Calvary.
They made a cross, didn't they?
Yeah,
how did they do it?
They made it beautifully.
What did they do?
So they got 2 bunch of sticks, and then they got to make a cross with it, and then they beautified it with red and some decorations just to remind the children of Jesus dying for them at the cross.
I think there was some tinsel in there, wasn't there, from Christmas?
Yes.
I want to have a look at these later, so they were really special.
Yes.
And I know the children, what else, do you remember what other craft were they doing this morning?
Oh, we got to make our own wine from the grapefruit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we gave them some grapes,
yes.
And they crushed it up.
And they crushed it, and they
not
really
with
like.
their feet, though.
No, not with the feet.
Not with the feet,
Not
no.
with the feet, no.
Potato masher, I think.
Yeah.
Right, good, okay. So. And we also spent a little bit of time thinking about confession. And I don't know whether you remember, we used something called the Iona Confession, which is where I, as the leader, I confess to everybody, and they then pronounce God's forgiveness of me, and then we swapped it around. Did you like that?
Yes,
was that good? Was
that was good.
Yeah.
Yes, it was helpful.
I think sometimes we rush through any confession, and it was good to spend a bit more time thinking about it this morning, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
We also shared a few stories about communion, and one of the things I remember about when we were in lockdown, Anne and I, when we were leading at home, my wife and I, when we were leading, we would bring communion into the stream like this, and we would have some bread and wine, and we had primed everybody in the church beforehand to have their own wine and bread at home, or a biscuit, whatever it was. And so when Anne and I broke bread and shared the wine, just the two of us at our home, we were streaming it into your homes, and we trusted that many, many people were doing that at home with us. And that was a real special thing to think, I've no evidence that anyone is doing this, but I know lots of people were. Anything finally before we close this stream, but anything you'd like to add? I thought
that David, who was leading communion this morning, shared a lovely example of a Franciscan brother who said to him once that when he went to communion, he took someone with him. Not literally, but in his heart, someone maybe that he was burdened for and who needed healing. And as he went up to receive the bread and the wine, he would carry them in his heart with him and trusted that there was grace and healing for them as well. I found that very moving.
Anything else that you'd like to add finally? No. Thank you for joining us this morning. And thank you, Pat, actually, because Pat rounded people up. She said, come on, you lot, come and help. And yet Pat said to me, I never quite know what to say. So thank you, Pat, for helping us with this.
It's there, but it doesn't come out.
Yeah, thank you, Miranda and Sarah as well. This is Sarah's first day with us as well, so very brave. Thank you for helping. Oh, good.
Thank you.
I'm going to say goodbye to our stream now. Thank you for joining us, and we hope that's just whetted your appetite of what we've done this morning. Please do come and join us at Kingsbrook View Primary Academy every Sunday at 10:30. I'll say goodbye.